Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya Arroyo and I teach creative people how to sell their art online. And in today's video, I'm going to do something that I've been waiting on doing for such a long time because it's a question that I got so much from people, especially when I started being active on Print on Demand and RedBubble groups. I think it was like 4 or 5 months ago, even before this channel got started. I found that so many people just focus on t-shirts. And everybody was like, what do you think about my t-shirt? What do you think about my t-shirt? And I'm looking into their design and it only looks good on a t-shirt. And I don't get it. I'm looking at, and they don't have like mugs or stickers or iPhone covers or pillows. Like they only focus on t-shirts. And I never got that. And whenever I would say stuff like, I never sold a t-shirt, everybody was like, I'm so sorry for you. Don't worry. Your day will come. You know, just keep grinding. Just keep pushing. And I'm like, no, I'm not saying it as a bad thing. It's just a statement. I never sold a t-shirt on Redbubble because I sell other products. And every time it come up to this point and in a comment section or in a DM, people are like, so what do you sell? Because I actually found out, I've been on Redbubble for 4 years and I haven't been on YouTube. I haven't really been on social media talking about it. So to me, what I sell is normal, And then I find out that so many people only sell t-shirts. And like, I've been speaking to people like, yeah, I sell this t-shirt and this t-shirt and this t-shirt and this hoodie and this. And I'm like, I never sold a t-shirt. And it's quite funny that I meant to make this video today, and yesterday I finally got the rest of my Redbubble order. So I finally am wearing a t-shirt from my own store. And I want to just discuss on this video why I think I never sold a t-shirt. And I also want to bring you into what I do sell. And I made this list here. I don't know if you can see, there is a line in the middle because there are products that I sell because I marketed them, but there are also products that I sold from the platform Redbubble itself. So I kind of separated them because I wanted to let you know like where the traffic usually comes from and why. And when I say why, it's half research, researching and seeing trends and seeing, over the past 4 years how things progress and understanding platforms and how they promote things based on a trending design. So, for example, if I have a design that is trending on a dress and someone is looking for a sticker, they might see my design because it's already been sold on a dress. And also some of them would be just speculations. I would like to get started with the fact that I think that just yesterday I finally maybe realized why I'm not selling t-shirts. And it was one of the people who commented on the video that my printing on the t-shirt is too low. And maybe it's a cultural thing. I don't know. I kind of like the designs that are too low. Maybe it's because I'm a woman and I design different and I look at everything for women. Maybe it's because, I don't like it when things are exactly like this. I kind of like them lower. I don't know why. It's just something that I see more in stores here. And that might be the reason why I don't sell t-shirts. The second reason I can say that could be why I never sold a t-shirt would be that a lot of my products, I mean, not my products now since I started the channel, because when I started the channel, I was really into showing how you can take a design and place it on everything. But when I got started, a lot of my designs were not even available on t-shirts. Like I was making patterns and I wouldn't like a pattern to just be a square in the middle of my t-shirt. I wouldn't like it. So I just kept the patterns on the big stuff, like on the curtains or the pillows or the totes. And for a long time, I think it was for about 2 years, I didn't even have t-shirts on my store. I mean, I had some t-shirts because I had baby products and they're coming from the same listing, but I never actually designed for a t-shirt. And I think that the reason for that relates to something that I've said in several of my videos. When you don't understand the value of a product, when it's not something that you're using, you wouldn't understand the marketing process for it and you wouldn't give it much attention. So I've seen it with people who go like, how do you sell like notebooks and journals and so many. I've seen someone on a Facebook group asking, Why would someone buy stickers? Oh my god, there are so many reasons why people would buy stickers. So many reasons. I mean, I'm a bullet journal enthusiastic, and I know so many people who sell, like, you know, handmade stuff, and they want like a thank you sticker, or they want like a handmade sticker. A lot of people buy stickers because they work in a bakery that has gluten-free items, so they buy gluten-free stickers, or they have vegan stuff, so they buy vegan stickers. And a lot of people have sticker walls or just cover their laptops with stickers. As a person who was born in the 80s, I remember that one of I think it was either one or two of my closet doors was entirely filled with stickers, including the inside of my room door, entirely filled with stickers. And this was back in like in the 90s, where you actually had to go to stores and find stickers instead of just, you know, going onto Redbubble. Here you go, a million stickers. Just click on a button and it will be delivered to your home. So to me, stickers was the most logical thing. But because I never grew up in the States, I was actually never in the States. When I was in Canada, I was such a fan of, you know, I went to Walmart and, you know, Forever 21, and I think there was another company that I'm forgetting its name right now that I used to go to. I think Old Navy, and t-shirts there are just super cheap. And as a grown-up, I can either go to a marketplace here and get stuff for like $2 or $3, high quality t-shirts. We even had this big t-shirt store at the beginning of one of the biggest markets in Tel Aviv that basically had these like vinyl uh, prints that you just, you know, snap on a t-shirt, and you'd go there and you'd have a selection of, I don't know, I think they had like 10,000 different examples, plus all the t-shirts and all the hoodies and everything. So I would go there and I would check out a t-shirt. I would try it on, check the fabric, and then choose a printing. And the guy would do it on the spot, and it would be, I don't know, $10. I remember there was like $30 for two hoodies. So for me, as a grown-up going on to Redbubble, and I'm like, why would anybody buy t-shirts? So my first thought of why would anybody buy t-shirts back in 2017 led to the fact that I paid very little attention to how I design t-shirts, and I never tried to market them. And that only increased itself when, you know, I was going out to Berlin for a few days with a friend, and we're going into Primark, and there are t-shirts for €1. And I'm like, why would anybody buy t-shirts on Redbubble? And for me, buying a t-shirt, buying something that I wear on me, buying leggings, buying any piece of clothing is something that I really need to try out. And I do buy t-shirts online. Like, I would go to AliExpress and I would buy t-shirts there because I can buy 5 or 6 t-shirts for $25, which is one t-shirt on Redbubble. And then if 2 of them are okay, I'm still good. And sometimes all of them are okay. So I never understood the logic of t-shirts, which is why I never invested time in designing for t-shirts, and I never paid any attention to marketing my own t-shirts. I'm just gonna take a sip of my coffee. It's super early in the morning, guys. Super early. Moving on to the products that I do sell, and by that I don't mean the exact designs. I mean the types of products. Not because I'm hiding my designs. You know, you can go to my Instagram. There's a link to my Redbubble store. But because a lot of people don't understand like the product types that you sell. So if you've seen my video on how I personally promote my Redbubble product, which tells the story of how I started, then you know that the very first thing that I was selling was baby onesies, like the baby jumpsuits and the baby clothes, because I had a baby website for about a month and they started selling. But after I found out I can have kids, I deleted all of the baby items. And I don't want to go into the exact details and specifics because I really spoke like an hour about that in my previous video. But my very first sales started as A-line dresses of mahjong patterns and thank you stickers. And they were being purchased in bulks. Once my A-line dresses for mahjong started being sold in bulks, whenever you'd search for anything mahjong related, I would appear up top, even if people were searching for iPhone covers or for mugs or for stuff like that. And because I had this massive amount of people buying my thank you stickers right from the first minute that I uploaded to the platform, that's why those specific designs also started trending on greeting cards and postcards. And then I come up to another product that sold amazing in my store. And it seems kind of funny saying it because I sold, let's say, if I sold about 300 pairs of socks, 250 of them were the same design of a cute penguin, because I literally put that as a banner in a website that I have. I had a shopping website that's called the Women Team. I still have it. I just don't update it because I don't have time. And on the sidebar, there is the socks with the penguins. And I actually wrote it down because for this video, I took, a journey through time, and I went into all my RedBubble sales from 2017. I was like scrolling down, and I actually discovered that most of these penguin socks sold almost, like I sold several of them every day on December 2019. December 2019 was a month that I was super active on the womenteam.com website. I was posting, I was blogging about Etsy stores and AliExpress stores. I think it was like 8 or 9 posts a day. And it was December, people buy stuff. It started in November. So because I was posting constantly about other people's shops and they were sharing my posts on their social media, I got an obscene amount of traffic. And in all of these blog posts on the side banner, there is the penguin socks. So the penguin socks was there all the time, and it sold just a bunch of time. And because I think that if you look at a company like RedBubble, okay, so I do understand that some people think that RedBubble are some philanthropists that want to support artists all over the world. But if we get down to business, they're a company. They are a business enterprise. And their goal is to show people what's going to sell. So if you have a t-shirt that's being sold 5 times in a very short amount of time, and someone is searching for a similar t-shirt or like a similar keyword, RedBubble will push your listing up because they want to make a sale. I think that it also sort of cross-reference, because I got a lot of people buying the penguin socks and a lot of people got buying the A-line dresses. I also got organic traffic from RedBubble for the mahjong socks and the penguin dresses, if that makes sense. Like, because I brought in traffic for this design and for these products, and the algorithm of the platform sort of picked up on that and even cross-referenced it with other products. The products that I personally marketed, that I know that I brought the sales in, were the baby products, the A-line dresses specifically for mahjong, the thank you stickers, and the penguin socks. But then what happens is the platform also saw that I'm selling a lot of dresses. So I got a lot of other A-line dresses sales, and I also got a lot of mahjong dresses from the graphic, like the t-shirt dress kind of style, like the long graphic dress. So I also got a lot of that. And I saw a super high rise in stickers and greeting cards, and stickers just became all over the place. I think that I sold a sticker for almost all of my designs up to 2 months ago, because 2 months ago I just started uploading a lot more designs because of, the channel. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Okay, so I love mahjong. And I've been saying it to a lot of people. I said it in the niche video that I've done. If you are really niche to a specific niche and someone goes into your RedBubble store and you have, let's say someone really loves cats and they wanted to buy, a phone cover or a zip pouch or a bag or a sticker, and you have all kinds of cats and they really love cats, and they go in and you have like 20 designs. So it's easier for them psychologically to buy different cat designs from you on different products, because I actually saw this at the beginning of 2020. I sold a bunch of phone covers and zip pouches, and it always came up together, like the same person bought it in the same order. that are from my Mahjong collection. And they're not even matching sets. It's not like it's the same Mahjong pattern on a zip pouch or on an iPhone cover. So the zip pouch would be the pattern, and the iPhone cover was like, I made a design like never touch my tiles or stuff like that. Or shh, I'm playing Mahjong on my phone right now. So a lot of people bought one of each of them with something else. Like the majority I saw was phones and zip pouches. And I don't know if you've seen my video from yesterday about reviewing my products on RedBubble, but I have the exact same logic because I bought a bag for myself and a matching zip pouch. So I can totally see the correlation in people's mind about buying a zip pouch with a matching iPhone cover or phone cover because it goes in the same place. And that's why I tell people to really invest in having some products laid out as a single design and other products laid out as a pattern. So people would easily see, oh, there is a possibility of a set here. And it's not just that. I mean, if you're designing cats and you made a pattern for a cute little, orange cat, make the same pattern with a black cat, and someone can buy, the orange cat as a bag and the black cat as a zip pouch. So I sold a lot of people who bought, the phone cover and zip pouch combination. I also sold a lot of Mahjong stickers, and I actually discovered that I sold hoodies, but the only hoodies that I've sold were Mahjong hoodies, and only from the UK. That was like a very interesting statistics because I was going over, lists of lists, and I was going through everything, and I'm like, I think after like going through like the 8th or 9th page on the statistics, I'm like, is it like I sold a bunch of Mahjong hoodies and they're all sold to the UK? I wonder what's going on in the UK with Mahjong. It's like UK is a bunch of people who love Mahjong and are always cold. So I sold Mahjong hoodies to people from the UK. I also obviously sold face masks. When coronavirus started, I think that a lot of people aren't really paying attention to platforms because I know a lot of people who are like, yeah, I'm starting to sell face masks, and they're uploading designs, but they forgot to go back to their existing designs and enable face masks. So the minute Redbubble said, hey, we have face masks, I just went in, enabled all my face masks that same day. So I'm trying to explain it not in a consumerism logic kind of way, but more from my coding background and algorithm background. Redbubble started face masks. They emailed sellers, we now have face masks. Most sellers don't read Redbubble emails. I do. And a lot of sellers that went in and saw it started designing face masks, but they forgot about their existing designs. So it almost came up to the point where there were very few face masks on Redbubble with already trending designs when I took my trending and selling designs and just enabled them on face masks because I already had patterns. And I sold a lot of Mahjong face masks because those Mahjong listings were already trending on their own, on the stickers, on the hoodies, on the A-line dresses. I sold a bunch of them on iPhone covers, on zip pouches. So they immediately started selling on face masks. I think it was less than a day after I activated face masks that I sold them. And the same thing happened with the thank you stickers because think about it. So many people were looking for face masks, and so many people now need to wear a face mask in their workplace. So I remember I had a sale of, I think it was 12 thank you face masks. And I kept on thinking, I think it's a business owner. I think it's someone that has, several, workers, maybe a small grocery store, and, they just bought the thank you masks for their staff. And then obviously I started designing more face masks and sold a bunch of face masks. I sold the penguin face masks too, because the penguins were selling in bulks on the socks, which led to them selling on dresses and on stickers. And then I enabled them on face masks, so they started selling on face masks. And really, go into your old Redbubble designs and see if you're unenabled on anything. There are so many new stuff. I'm not just saying a face mask, the pin buttons that came up about a year ago, the aprons, the puzzles. I know people who even started before there were leggings. Just make sure that your old designs are enabled on every possible product they look good at. I also found a few more matching sets that I think are going to surprise you. Because, I already talked about the fact that I sell pillows, the big pillow and the small, like the throw pillow and the floor pillow. So for example, if I made a nice figure, a cute little thing, so it's on a throw pillow, and the pattern is on the floor pillow, so it's a set. And I do the same, with the tote bag and the zip pouch. So I obviously sold a few of these combos of floor pillow and throw pillow. I also sold a lot of combinations of the bath mat and the shower curtain. And that was in a small period of time where I had a home decor blog. I just got bored one day, started a home decor blog, and I literally made posts about bathroom decor set with my bath mat and my curtain. Another post, bathroom decor set, my bath mat and my shower curtain. And I just, did that. So that's sold. And I also have a weird combination that I saw, and this was very much a thing in 2019. I had multiple people from multiple countries buying sets of scarf and legging. I never thought to match my leggings to a scarf, but I guess it's a thing. I also saw a lot of people who bought a pillow and a scarf, and I think I know why, because I used to use scarves as tapestries, as wall tapestries, and the scarves are they're a lot cheaper than the tapestries, and their shipping price is also cheaper. So I do understand why some people would mix the pillows with the scarves. I also made a short list of what I never sold. Okay, so I never sold a blanket. Ever. I sold pillows, throw and floor. I sold several pillows. Never sold any duvet covers, any blankets, none of that. I never sold wall art of any kind. I never sold tapestries. I never sold any canvas. Nothing. None of those. I think I forgot something. I sold a bunch of mahjong mugs, and can you guess where were the people that bought those were from? The UK. I never sold a mug to the US ever. I sold my thank you mugs and my mahjong mugs to the UK. And I think I saw it in some group. One of the managers in some RedBubble and Teespring group said once that you get that email of you made a sale and it's always the same design. It's like I would have I know people that have like 1,000 designs and they sell just 5, and that's because the algorithm kicks in and works best for that. Once I realized that, that's why I don't mind not having enough product, not having like a lot of products, because I just deactivated like 20 products today. I prefer that my profile would be of things that are selling, and I'm trying to really organize my Redbubble profile right now after, completely destroying it in the past 2 months because I've been uploading stuff, for the YouTube channel. So I've been cleaning out a lot of things that didn't sell. And I also see a lot of people who talk about the correlation between people following me or people liking something. So it's quite funny because I have a design that got, I think it was 100 likes, like 100 favorites, and no one bought anything from it for like 3 years. And I have designs that sold 400 times and have 2 likes. Because I really think that people somehow think that a like equals a sale. And I have a really good example for that because when I first started my business, I think it was a year after in 2016, I was working with someone. She had this marketing agency and she was basically, she was going and she was meeting up clients, how to do their marketing. And she was working with some freelancers. So she was working with this client that had a fashion store. And I was doing the creative for Facebook. And this woman that I was working with, she was doing like the sponsored ads. And that woman, like that client of hers, called us in for an important an urgent meeting because we messed up. I'm like, what did we do? And she's like, did you notice that in the past month, we've been getting 40% less likes on Facebook? And I'm like, did you notice that in the past month, you doubled your sales? And she looked at me, she was like, what? Yeah. If a person sees something on Facebook and it looks nice, they click on like. But if they really like it, they don't like it on the button. They go and buy it. And I think that that is something that a lot of people need to understand, because my best-selling products almost don't have this heart thing on the platform, because when I like something, I just buy it. I also never sold an apron, now that I think about it. And I think I also had a period of time that I was promoting mugs on one of my channels. So the mugs might have been my own doing as well. And I'm trying to actually think about more RedBubble products that I never sold. So I never sold blankets. I never sold any type of thing that you put on a wall. I never sold a clock. Ever. I sold every type of phone cover. That I know. I sold every type of phone cover. So all of them work. You know, really try to adjust to make sure. And the reason for that is I think that because I have patterns, so they look good on every phone type. And I know that people sometimes have this like one design, but it looks like if you have a slimmer phone, then it doesn't look good. If you have a wider phone, then that looks good, or vice versa. And because I have patterns, it looks good on all types of phones. So I sold every phone cover type. I never sold a laptop sleeve. I sold laptop skins, but I never sold a sleeve. And I think also the reason for that is because as a person who loves her laptop, I buy very thick sleeves and they are cheaper than RedBubble. I never sold a tote bag. Ever. Sold a zip pouch. Never sold a tote bag. So it's kind of funny because the tote bag and this t-shirt are the one tote bag and the one t-shirt I ever sold from my store. I would truly have to say, other than the face mask, that my best sellers would be stickers and mugs, phone covers, greeting cards, postcards, zip pouch that somehow are being purchased with phone covers, leggings, scarves, pillows and like floor and throw, curtains and bath mats, and the A-line dresses and the socks. That is my list of the products that I sell, and there is a direct connection. When I look at all of this, like all of that information this morning, and I also made the chart for myself of when I was active on different kinds of blogs, there is a direct connection between what I marketed it and what I sold. And if that, I don't know if this helps anyone. I don't know if anybody wants to see a video of me talking about why I never sold a t-shirt. But I think it is important to know that you can sell other products and you can actually make good money from them. But I am taking this to heart. And once I went over all of these, once I went over all of this data, I actually decided to change my margins. So I dropped all of my margins for t-shirts to 5%. Ridiculously low, I know. And I hear people saying like you can't make money if you're selling on low prices, but that's not actually true, because if I was doing the t-shirts using, Printful and doing it with my Etsy store, and I would only take 5% commission, then yeah, I would pay money from my credit card to Printful to create the t-shirt. I would get money from a client that is only 5% more. I would pay 3.5% credit charge for Etsy plus the 20 cents, and I'd make nothing. But the thing is, if I already have that t-shirt on RedBubble and I'm only getting the commission and I never sold it, I don't mind dropping it. So I dropped all of my apparel except for the dresses to 5% margin. I also dropped all of my wall art to 5% margin. And I want to leave it like that for a week or 2 weeks and let you know if this changed anything for me. I can also tell you that I sort of did this in reverse, because the minute I started selling a lot of socks, I raised my margins, and it was the exact same volume of sales, just I made more. I raised my margins on stickers and I sold the same amount. I raised my margins on the phone covers and I made the same amount. So the way I see it, because the platform gives advantage to people who already sold stuff, I'm usually just raising my margins if something is starting to trend, and I lower the margins of what's not selling. And of course, I will keep you updated in about 2 or 3 weeks. Let's give it time if there has been any change. And I'm also thinking maybe I should go back to working on the Women Team website and kind of, writing about my own t-shirts and seeing if that makes a difference. And I think that is sort of it for today. As usual, this was a live premiere, and I can't even tell you enough how much I love our live premiere chats because it's super fun. And I hope you all had an amazing time. I posted another video this morning. I don't know if you've seen it, but I promised you guys that I'm going to show you how to make, a free website on the 29th to help you promote your RedBubble designs or Society 6 or whatever. And this tutorial is going to be 3 days after I'm going to talk about Google SEO and Google Trends. And the whole system of it is to take one product and sort of dive deep into this to bank on those keywords. And I have several topics that I want to make this video about. So I made just a video about that. So you can go into that video and comment what topic you'd like me to have the tutorial over, because on the 28th at night, before I go to sleep, I will go over all the comments on that video and decide the topic for that tutorial. There is also going to be a surprise video tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but I'm going to tell you that it's something that made me happy personally on a professional level. I mean, this is something that made me happy with the growth of the YouTube channel. So there is a surprise video tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please hit that like button, because every time you do, YouTube thinks, hey, someone likes this video, I'm going to show it to more people. And of course, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed and you want to continue and hear me babble on when I barely have a voice. And let's hope that my voice will get back to me soon, because if it doesn't, I am literally going to design a t-shirt that says, I don't have COVID, I just yell a lot, and order it for myself from RedBubble. And I think that was it for today. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys sell? I mean, that's interesting to me. What are your top selling products? What are the products that you sell most? Do you sell socks? What are the products that you've never, ever sold? Ever? Do you see this correlation between a design that sells best? Do you have let's say you have 100 designs. So do you just sell stickers from all of these designs, or do you have a design that stands out with multiple products being sold to? I'm really interested in knowing. I really like data and statistics. And that's it for today. Tomorrow, the surprise. And you already know my catchphrase, with the live chat being gone in 3, 2, 1. I will see you in my next video. Bye!